11 minutes. I would have gone live a bit earlier, but yeah, the time frame, like I said, is really a big problem. So sometimes it will be difficult to go live earlier. I was supposed to go live about let's say about 45 minutes ago. Yeah, but sometimes it's usually not easy to combine the different things I need to do in terms of my businesses and also the stream. And the timing for this World Cup is usually very late at night. But anyways, we are still going to continue because in my location now it's 2:49 a.m. That's very early in the morning, and it's it's a very difficult one. But for the love of the game, of course, we have to continue doing what we love to do. We have a couple of stories that we are going to go through before the game starts and also why it starts. So guys, like I said, there are a couple of stories we'll go through. I was unable to go live this morning for the morning show, and there were news that came out yesterday. We had a here we go for Bernardo Silva. While we were doing the live watch along for the opening game of the FIFA World Cup, we got an update from Fabrizio that we're going to get a here we go soon for Bernardo Silva, which was later confirmed. And yeah, it's now official that Real Madrid has actually reached an agreement with Bernardo Silva. He was very much close to joining Atletico Madrid and Barca as well because he already reached agreement in principle with Atletico and he told them to wait a bit. But once Real Madrid came calling and Jose Mourinho, Bernardo Silva just changed his mind and boom, he moved to Real Madrid. He's a good signing. He still has a lot to offer. He's just 31, so he can still play at the top level for 2-3 years. And he got a 2-year deal June 2028 with an option for another 1 year. So it's a good deal for Madrid and also for Bernardo Silva. Getting him on free transfer. His wages are not yet known, but I don't think Bernardo is going to be on a very high wage at Madrid. But let's see how that is going to play out. Picasso the Uplander. Nice to have you back, man. Mariam, my little sister. Nice to have you back as well, Mariam. Bilal, welcome back. I hope you guys had a fantastic day because I did. It's really nice to have you guys back on the channel. And one of the key stories we are going to discuss tonight is the Thomas Partey situation. I really don't know what's going on in this FIFA World Cup. A couple of days ago, we were talking about the Somalian referee, the best referee from Africa that was supposed to officiate games in the FIFA World Cup, who was denied access into the United States. Now, less than an hour ago, we had an official statement from FIFA. They said that Thomas Partey has been left out of Canada. Now, FIFA can confirm that player Thomas Partey will be unable to travel from Ghana's team-based camp in Boston, USA, to Canada for their first match against Panama on Wednesday, 17th of June, as his visa application has been refused by the Canadian government. He went on to say FIFA is not involved in the immigration processes of host countries, including the adjudication of visas. As the previous FIFA event, the host government ultimately determines who receives a visa and is admitted into the country. Now, this is very wrong, honestly. And there are so many reasons why this is wrong. I I didn't I didn't buy that idea of refusing the Somalian referee Omar access into the US. And now the same thing has happened to Partey going into Canada. Now we all know there is an ongoing case against Thomas Partey in the UK. But for all the years I've existed, and all I've known is a person is innocent until proven guilty in the court of law. Yes, there is an ongoing case against him. Sometimes most people are accused wrongly, right? Especially when it comes to cases about rape and all that. While there are so many cases like that. So I think it's very, very wrong for the Canadian government to deny him access into Canada. Yes, it's their country. They have rights to accept or reject people's entry into their country. But like I said about the USA on Omar, you guys are hosting the FIFA World Cup, one of the co-hosts. There are certain things you just don't do. Yes, it's your country, but I just think it's wrong. If it's but I also have a question. My question is, why is it that Ghana or Thomas Partey is applying for a visa to enter into Canada this week? Why is it so when the World Cup has already started? These are things that I still do not understand. Then, secondly, why rejecting to give Thomas Partey visa? Yes, all other Ghanaian players got access, they got the visas, but for Thomas Partey, they are refusing him a visa because of the ongoing case. Now, does this mean that whenever a person has a case in court, that the person has already been condemned to be guilty? But I thought the normal proceedings of law is a person is innocent until he or she is proven guilty by a court of accurate what's it called, a court of competent jurisdiction. That's what I know about law. So I don't really understand this. I am really against something like this because it's just bad. Of course, I don't and I cannot condone anything that has to do with rape, right? But if there is a court that has already passed a judgment and have found him guilty, then 100% I would support any government, be it the Canadian government, American, or any government at all that would deny this person access. And anybody who is found guilty should face the wrath of the law, right? If any jail term that the person needs to serve for as a punishment for that, I 100% concur. But so long that person has not been proven guilty by a court of competent jurisdiction, it is very, very wrong to crucify a player because we have to look at it from two sides. There are lots of superstars, players who have been wrongly accused of it before. We have seen it. There are so many uh, instances on that particular issue. And what if this young man was wrongly accused, right? If the evidence and the court sees that, this person was wrongly accused, how would the Canadian government feel about that? This doesn't make any sense. It's very bad. Just a couple of days ago, we were talking about the Somalian referee, Omar. Now we are seeing this from the Canadian government. It doesn't look good, man. Picasso says, don't let olive oil hear you say that. LOL. Footy Edit, nice to have you back, man. Nice to have you back. The game is starting in 2 minutes. Yeah, the game is starting shortly, so we are going to go right into the game as well. The World Cup game between South Korea and Czechia. I was surprised that South Korea won that game. I expected a lot and better from Czechia, but they were not good enough. They scored the first goal, but they couldn't win the game. Footy Edit says, please to what exactly? Rudy Comac, I'm doing amazing, man. Nice to have you back. Those who are new to the channel, please hit the like button and subscribe. Okay, let me put up a poll. We have Canada and Bosnia. Who will win the game? Who are you supporting to win? Who will win the game? Canada or Bosnia and Herzegovina? Canada or Bosnia, because Herzegovina will be too long to have on my screen. Bosnia, Edin Dzeko. Who will win the game? Let's see. For me, I'm going for Canada. I'm rooting for Canada to win it. Canada will win the game against Bosnia and Herzegovina. I will go for a 3-1 win for Canada against Bosnia and Herzegovina. Picasso says, does that mean he can't play against England? I think their game against England is going to be in the United States. Yeah. Their game against England is going to be in the United States. So Thomas Partey will play against England. And I also heard that the England FA are considering not shaking hands with Thomas Partey in that game. And I just laughed when I saw that news because it doesn't make sense, honestly. I don't know why you guys will want to do that. This guy is not yet proven to be guilty. If he was guilty, then he should face the law. Very, very simple. So since the case is still ongoing, why refusing a handshake? And I said this when I saw that in a couple of guys saying something on Instagram. I said, if England decides, the England FA decides that they are going to instruct all the players not to shake hands with Thomas Partey, then all the Ghanaian players should not shake hands with any of the England players. None of them. They should reciprocate the same thing to all the English players because this makes no sense. They are trying to cancel him. The case is still in court. I don't know, people who are supposed to know better are acting differently. A person has an ongoing case in court. Picasso says, what's Partey accused of? He was accused of rape. And that case has been ongoing, I think, for like 2 or 3 years. Yeah, for about 2 or 3 years, that case has been ongoing. So I just see this as being hypocritical. Yeah. Because Partey was playing in the Premier League when that case was on. He kept on playing. So if you sometimes when all these football bodies try to go political with some certain agendas, I just laugh it off because this doesn't make any sense. And I still maintain what I said about Thomas Partey and the England national team. If the FA concludes and say that the English players, none of them should shake hands with Thomas Partey, right? All the Ghanaian players should do the same. I think all the Ghanaian players need to do the same thing. Bijami says, sorry, bro, I'm not going on streams. I'm watching World Cup with family. It's all good, man. It's all good. Canada, think the game has started. Okay, they are still on their ceremony. Let's see. Let's see how it goes. For those who are just joining, hit the like button. Whoa, 100% people are saying that Bosnia is going to win the game against Canada. It seems like there is a lot of support for the Bosnian team. The game has already started. But I strongly believe that Canada is going to beat Bosnia. Bosnia is decent, but Canada will win. Mariam says the referee in the South Korea vs Czechia Republic match was good. The refereeing team was Egyptian. Amin Omar is a respectable referee who used to officiate Al Ahly matches. The referee, is it the referee that is from Egypt or one of the assistant referees? Which one is it, Mariam? USA World Channel says Canada. Yeah, I'm also going for a Canadian win, USA. Whoosh. Man, that was close. I'm going for Canada win against Bosnia and Herzegovina. But it's going to be a very tough game, though. It's going to be tough, but I reckon Canada will win against Bosnia. Think the sun in Canada, well, Canada weather is better than the US in terms of the humidity of the sun. It's hotter in US than it is in Canada. Alphonse, is that Alfonso Davis? Canadians, they are not well organized. They are just being erratic. They are being erratic. Mariam says the entire crew is Egyptian. That's good. Offside. Okay, it's good he didn't play that pass. Florian Balogun, I think he's the I think he's their top striker for Canada. But why will they have an entire referee crew to be Egyptian? Usually they have a mix, maybe one person from this country, another person from a different country. But having all the referee crew from Egypt, that doesn't make sense. Naron Berisha, nice to have you back, man. Nice to have you back. Let's get the likes up, guys. Let's get it up. And subscribe to Noble's View if you're new. Subscribe to the channel if you're new, guys. Let's go. Fala says Bosnia will win 3-0. Bosnia? Nah, I see Canada winning them. But it's going to be tough. It's going to be a tough game, though. It's going to be tough. Florian Balogun is going to score. Yeah, Mersh. This former Leeds man. Former Leeds United coach. He's a decent coach, though. Mila. Mariam says, I think if I found an Egyptian ant, I would say that. Egyptian ant. I don't know if that is a translation problem. Bosnia with the free kick. Okay, they don't want to go direct. Ravan, I'm not watching with an app. I'm watching on a website. I have different websites I used to watch games. So I'm using one of the websites, Basic. I'm using one of the websites to watch it. Sajev Babarez. Sagej Babarev, the coach of Bosnia and Herzegovina. Guys, give us your predictions in the chat. It's the World Cup game between Canada versus Bosnia and Herzegovina. Canada are on home soil, so they should get their fans rally around them, give them confidence to go and win the game. Their fans are all over the stadium, red color everywhere. That guiding there is risky, man. If you're not strong enough, you're gonna get bullied. Ravan says piracy, bro. Piracy. I'm not showing it on my YouTube channel, so it has nothing to do with piracy. There are so many sites we use to watch football games here. So it has nothing to do with piracy. It only becomes piracy if I show it on my screen. That's the only time you can talk about piracy. That's why I don't like showing the game live on my YouTube channel. I can only do a watch along, but I cannot be showing it on my screen, like do uh a screen record while I'm live. Nah. Mariam says, no, it's not a translation problem. I meant it as an Egyptian ant. All right. You won't leave her alone. Who are you not going to leave alone? Troy plays, welcome back, man. Hope you had a great day. That's a foul. Ooh, the referee says no foul. Troy says Canada will win. Yes, I'm also rooting for Canada to win. But there are lots of people on the chat, those who have participated on the votes. They are saying Bosnia will win Canada. 71%, by the way. We've had 7 people participate in the vote, and 71% are saying that Bosnia will win. Uh let's see. But I think Canada have an advantage. My prediction is a 3-1 win for Canada against Bosnia and Herzegovina. Mariam says, why and what's the problem with the referee and his 2 assistants being Egyptian? They are good, don't worry. I just feel since it's a World Cup tournament, throw in, man, throw in. What are you struggling for? I feel since it's a World Cup tournament, it's supposed to have a blend of different countries. Let's say you have an Egyptian, you can have an Egyptian there. You have someone from a different country. If even if you want to make it to be an African crew, you can have a referee from Egypt, a referee from, let's say, Ghana, a referee from um, Gambia or Mozambique, any of these countries. So it mustn't be the whole crew to be Egyptian. I don't think it makes sense. My opinion, though, it doesn't make sense to me. Fala says, why you cannot choose the match? Is it choose or show you want to say? Majid says, hi, Selekao Noble. I'm doing amazing, man. I'm really looking forward to that Morocco game against Brazil. That's going to be the first tough game, an interesting game we'll be watching in the World Cup, the 2026 World Cup. That Morocco game against Brazil. It's going to be a tough game. It's going to be tough. Though I reckon Brazil will win that game, but that game will not be as easy as some people would think. Atletico Madrid says Deco last dance. Yeah, it's the last dance for many, many top players. Guys in their 30s, even Harry Kane. I think this is Harry Kane's last dance in the World Cup. He's not going to have a chance the next World Cup. I don't think so. When Ferrer says, how are you doing? I'm doing amazing, brother. I'm doing very good. I hope you had a great day. It's still sunny in Canada. Ravan says, bro, here Z5 is broadcasting for dead cheap prices. Well, for me, I don't even pay watching football games here. I just use my internet. Just use my Wi-Fi to watch games. That's a foul ball. Yellow card. That was an unnecessary foul. That was an unnecessary foul. He was looking for a red card. No, he's not a last man. Mariam says, I don't know for sure, but his crew is always present at Al Ali matches. Perhaps they enjoy working together. How can you give this kind of pass? Eee, that's a yellow card. Very, very crazy, crazy tackle. Very crazy tackle. Kolasinac. Okay, Kolasinac is the captain. He's putting pressure on the referee to give a red card to the Canadian defender, the right back. That was a very silly tackle. Mariam says Morocco will win. Nah, I don't see Morocco winning that game. I don't see them winning. This tackle was bad. Johnston. Ooh, that tackle wasn't a good one from the Canadian right back. It was very bad. Ravan says, bro, Cristiano doesn't have legs to play full 90 minutes. I said this a couple of days ago after that game against Nigeria in the friendly. I said Roberto Martinez needs to have an honest conversation with Ronaldo the GOAT. He needs to, just sit him down and have a very good conversation with him. Let him know, bro, you are the greatest of all time, which I agree to that. Yeah, but you cannot play every game. You are 41 years old. The legs are no longer there. You really cannot play as you used to do a couple of years ago. So some games you might start, some games you might need to come in to play 30, 35 minutes. So you just have to make him understand, yo, we need to help you win this World Cup, and you also need to help us help you win the World Cup. These are the conversations I think Roberto Martinez needs to have with Ronaldo. Mariam says Cristiano Ronaldo is the GOAT. Yeah, Ronaldo has inspired hundreds of millions of people. Yeah, he's inspired a lot of people. And I saw a video on a post actually on Instagram where that lady selling department, she posted the pictures, the videos where she met Cristiano Ronaldo, and the lady was just she was crying, she was shedding tears because that was the peak moment of her career. She's a big Ronaldo fan, and yeah, she's married, yeah, but she loves Cristiano a lot, and her husband is also very much aware of that. She loves Cristiano, so it was a very, very emotional moment for her. These are the sort of things you see, and you're like, this is not only about football. This guy is like what he represents is just so different from Messi. The aura, the personality of Ronaldo, like everything about him is just phenomenal. These are one of the many reasons why I just love Cristiano. He he inspires a lot of people more than Messi does. And he has more people that love him more than Messi. And a lot of people do criticize him, right? But he just keeps pushing. Yeah, referee. Fair play, fair play. Troy Play says, I don't like saying this, but Ronaldo is getting old. It's not a problem that is getting old. It's actually natural. That's why I don't criticize him when I see certain things now, because that man has done everything there is to do in the game. For me now, in my 30s, I know what I used to do when I was 25, 26 in football that I literally cannot do now. The legs are not the same. Yes, I know I'm still quick and I can run, but what? This guy didn't play this ball well. I know I can run, but not as quick as I used to be 5, 6, 7 years ago. So you can imagine someone who is 41 and has been a top athlete for 22 years. So it's just a natural phenomenon. You cannot cheat nature. Now, Toronto. When Fire says, can't wait to see Messi play. That Argentina game, the timing is a problem. I'll try to see if I'll watch the Argentina game. Yeah, but it will be difficult for me. That timing is a problem. Oh, this guy didn't lift well. That cross was a good cross, by the way. Good cross. Ooh, what the? Che? Jonathan David missed this. Why would my namesake miss this kind of opportunity? What the heck? Jonathan David, brother, you are a striker. How can you be playing this like a How can you be striking the ball like a? Oh God! I'm trying not to use a. I'm trying not to use the F word, but this brother, come on, and he's my namesake, Jonathan David. Come on, man. Why miss this kind of opportunity? Come on. Ravan says Said Kolasinac, Arsenal blood. Yeah, he's a former Arsenal player. He's improved ever since he left Arsenal. This guy struck this ball like an amateur. He struck the ball like an amateur. Hey. Look at the coach upset. How can you? Oh boy, that's a big miss from Jonathan David. Florian Balogun should have started. Now, Balogun is not going to miss this because this is going to make this goalkeeper look like he made a fantastic save, but that wasn't the case. Jonathan David just messed up there, man. Come on. This is the biggest chance of the game, and he just blew it away. It's crazy. Tani Oluwaseyi. Let me see if. Why is this guy not starting, by the way? I'm trying to see this Canadian. Okay, is he from US? Okay, Florian Balogun is from US. I thought he's Canadian. Okay, yeah, he's from the United States. Okay, I thought he was Canadian. Oh. I get it now. Pride Play says Canada is not playing good right now. In the last 5 minutes, they've improved their game. Jonathan David just missed a sitter. He missed a sitter and that was crazy. That's a foul ball. That's a foul ball. I think Alfonso Davies is injured. Yeah, Alfonso Davies is injured. Mayam says the problem is that Mazraoui and Zazuli were injured in the last friendly match. Was it Norway? Yes, I don't know if they've been replaced. Now, this is a yellow card. It's a yellow card. I don't know if they've been replaced, but a couple of players have been getting injury. Samuel Edit says, I'm watching it right now. All right, Samuel, nice to have you. Where are you connecting from, Sam? When Ferrer says, Messi for me is the GOAT. Well, when it comes to the GOAT debate, it's just opinion. Some will say Messi, others will say Cristiano Ronaldo. Easy, man. You guys should take it easy in these tackles. Mariam says, what's the point of this story? Is it because she's a girl? I won't cry when I see Cristiano. Nah, that tackle wasn't good. That tackle wasn't good, man. Are you sure you're not going to cry, Mariam? I bet you're very much going to cry more than she did. Mariam says, I'm old, my back hurts me. Whoa, Bosnia just scored, guys. Wow. Bosnia just scored against Canada. 1-0 for Bosnia against Canada. Yeah, that chance that Jonathan David missed. That chance. That was a very, very crazy ball to miss. Very, very crazy chance to miss. How can a striker miss that kind of ball? It's not like the goalkeeper made a fantastic save. Nah, that wasn't the case. Look at this Canadian goalkeeper. He can't even come out to pick the cross. Ah, Troy Play says Lukic scored. I didn't see the name of the player that scored. It's a very, very important goal for the Bosnian team. Edin Dzeko on the bench. Yeah, Mesh is not happy. That miss by Jonathan David he's really, really, really annoying. Very, very annoying. How can you miss that clear-cut opportunity? Ravan says, bro, your stream is very late. It's almost 60 seconds behind. 60? Let me check my stream. I think I was... What? I thought that was a red card. Okay, they're on a hydration break now. Okay, I think I will have to refresh my... Let's see. They're already having a refreshment break right now. Ole cool. Canada. Yaya says, I'm just waiting to see what Trump has got planned for the World Cup. I think it will be bad. Well, I'm just fully focused on the football. Yeah, I'm just fully focused on the football. But some of the stuff's coming out, like Thomas Partey denied visa into Canada. That was just crazy for me. It's just wrong because you are convicting someone who is yet to be proven guilty by a court of law, and it doesn't make sense. The other Ghanaian players were allowed access; they got the visas, but for Thomas Partey, the Canadian government said no. The same Canadian government that were saying the Omar guy, the Somalian referee, should should come to Canada. I think this goalkeeper and the defender, they are to blame for this goal. Yeah, the goalkeeper wasn't strong on air. Yeah, look at that defender's reaction. The defender and the goalkeeper were at fault for that goal. Lukic. Milan says start, bench, sell, Gakpo, Memphis, Malen. I think Memphis Depay is the highest goal scorer of the Netherlands national team of all time. He's gone to Brazil, so I don't really know what his current form is like. Cody Gakpo had a very terrible season. Malen, not really much from Malen. So I will go with start Gakpo, bench Memphis Depay, and sell Malen. But like I said, I don't know what Memphis Depay's form is in Brazil. Mariam says, no way, are you kidding me? I'm not gonna cry just because I saw a celebrity. That's crazy. Mariam, I know of course you're gonna cry. It's definitely I probably would bank on that. Rudy says, guys, like and subscribe. Thank you very much, Rudy Comac. Let's get the likes up, guys. Let's get it going. All right, Falal, do have a great evening, man. Yeah, Canada they need to fight for the game. Very important because they are on home soil, so their fans are definitely behind them. Pro Play says start bench sell Dembele, Vini, Yamal. Of course, I will start Lamine Yamal. I will bench Ousmane Dembele and I will sell Vinicius Jr. Yeah says if FIFA had known the US and Canada would behave this way with visas, they would never have been given the World Cup. They're just showing their discrimination. I think if Gianni Infantino still remains the president in the next 10 years, which is possible, if the US or Canada wants to join the bid for the World Cup slot, I don't think FIFA is going to. I don't think FIFA is going to allow them. Yeah, because this stuff going on, they are just crazy. Yes, FIFA definitely coming out to say that they don't get involved in visas when it comes to governments of nations that are hosting the World Cup. But come on, this is just embarrassing. Yeah, Jonathan David. That miss. He's going to be under serious pressure now. Serious pressure. Pride places, guys, like and subscribe so Noble can pay his rent. Muhammad Essan, welcome back, man. Mariam says, you are trying to provoke me, you don't know. Bosnia and Herzegovina. But what I said is the truth, Mariam. Bilal says, I'm supporting Bosnia in this game. What about you, Noble? I'm supporting Canada in the game. I think Canada will will find a way to win this game. They had a chance which their striker Jonathan David missed. So they need to take any other chance that comes their way. Very important. Yeah says they are doing their best to make FIFA look bad. That was the plan. I just think that these decisions, including like that was why the whole these things won't happen in Europe. That's the honest truth. These things won't happen in Europe. That's why when the Somalian referee was denied access into the US in the Miami airport, I wasn't okay with that. Yes, I can understand the Iranian player. Is it Taremi Mehdi or what is his name? I can understand that, but for these other guys, it doesn't make sense. It doesn't. Nah, that touch was very bad. Canada are trying to play hush, 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 hush. They should just relax and play their game. Relax and play your game. Serious Fan Bat says, hello, Mr. Noble. Nice Argentina shirt. Thanks, man. Welcome back, Serious Fan Bat. That's a good pressing. Pass the ball. Mariam says, please stop pretending you know. This is so annoying. I don't cry when I see my dad coming back from a trip. So why would I cry when I see Cristiano? Come on. Your dad is your... What sort of pass is this from this boy? You see your dad every time, so... And you already know him. You're used to your dad. Anyways, that's by the way. Serious Fan Bat says, do you ever get bored of watching professional soccer? I personally like to watch other sports in the summer. I don't get bored of watching football. Yes, there are some boring games that you'll be watching and you'll be like, what are these guys playing? And those are games that you find it difficult to see goals or chances created in that game. Maybe a team just playing defensive, packing the ball. So you're not going to see exciting football. So those type of games are very, very boring. I don't like them. But I don't get tired of watching football. I don't. Why the push? Why the push, man? That's unnecessary. Jonathan David. Troy places jump in the pool if you won the UCL in 100 years. Arsenal. You're trying to come on Arsenal fans now, man. That's a clean mark in there. Look at you sleeping on the ball. Sleeping on the ball. These guys. Who is this? These Canadian attackers are complete Otele. They are complete Otele. Look at the way that guy played that ball. Pass your ball. Jesus. Who be this Mugu? Oluwaseyi. Orí ò pé. Ah, we need that for. Just imagine. Give this. Oluwaseyi. Orí ò pé. You are playing with your left foot. Just imagine. Pass the ball to Jonathan David, brother. What is wrong with this boy? It looks like this is his dad or grandfather. Oh boy. Bilal says Qatar World Cup 2022 was the best. Yeah, the Qatar World Cup, prior to the World Cup starting, there were so many talks on sports washing and all that. But when the tournament began, people didn't have any complaints. Yeah, you were free to move around. Yeah, it was just the beer stuff. Yeah, I think it was just the beer stuff that was the issue because of the culture of the Qatari and Arabs. Yeah, it was the beer that was just the main thing. But the tournament proper, the infrastructure, everything. Yeah, just the heat. Also, the US is also is very hot. This time. That was why they decided to play it in December for the Qatar World Cup. Serious Fanbar says, why did Partey not get a Canadian visa? Because of the ongoing case against him in court. But one thing that I'm very much surprised about is, why do the Ghanaians have to wait until this very late hour to apply for visas for their players? Is one thing I am trying to wrap my head around. Why did they have to wait a couple of days before the game before they apply for visas? I thought these visas are supposed to have been applied for when the names of the players that are going to play and represent their countries come out. These are things that should have been done earlier. Oh man, it's crazy. And I don't like what the Canadian government did there, because they are passing judgment on a player who has an ongoing case in court. And for all we know about the law, you are innocent until you are proven guilty by a court of what's it called? A court of competent jurisdiction. So why are they denying him visa? Because of the ongoing case. Every other player got it, but they didn't allow him. And the England national team, which I said earlier, we got a news a couple of, I think last week or so, that the England FA is looking at passing an information to the English players that they should not shake hands with Thomas Partey. And I said that is absolute nonsense. If the England FA finally goes on to instruct the English players not to shake hands with Partey, then the Ghanaian players should do the same to the England players. They should not shake hands with any of the England players, none of them. If you're not going to shake hands with our player, our captain, Thomas Partey, hell no will we shake your own hands. Yeah, aura for aura, that's what I'm for. For me, the same way you treat me is definitely how I'm going to push it back to you. You don't expect to disrespect me and want me to respect you. That doesn't happen so long I'm concerned. Yeah, it's aura for me. Pass that ball on time, brother. These boys, these Canadian guys are big otele. Hey, what are you guys playing, sir? Very rubbish set of play. Yaya says, let's not forget it was the West attacking Qatar for hosting the World Cup, and this way held as very successful, respect given to everyone involved. So many people were not happy that Qatar got that slot to host the World Cup, but I think the positives that came out of the World Cup after that, after the end of the World Cup in 2022, it was pretty much positive more than the negatives. I think the positives later outshadowed the negatives. These boys are just awful. These Canadian players are actually playing rubbish. Troy Play says that Mbappe hat trick is unforgettable. Oh, the referee gave a corner kick. Wow. S. Koshik says, hi, bro. Koshik, nice to have you. Where are you connecting from? S. Koshik. Ooh. Is that a handball? Kolasinac. Nah, he wasn't tired to do the. Nah, this looks like a handball. That wasn't tiredness for the bicycle kick. I think it was the angle. He was very much close to Kolasinac. He was very close to him. Mariam says the Nobel Prize winner was predetermined by America before it even began. Yeah says it's bullshit though. What's the point of law if we are going to convict people before they are guilty? It's ridiculous. Let's not forget Ronaldo was falsely accused. That's my point. Not only Ronaldo. I think Neymar at some point. Messi. I know Messi wasn't. There was never a point I saw Messi being accused. Mendy. Mendy was accused. The former, I think it was Benjamin Mendy, his name, the former Man City player from France. He was accused, and it turned out that it was a false accusation. He lost a lot of things. His career. He didn't play football for, I think, for a lot of period, around 2 to 3 years. He was out of the game. He even filed a lawsuit against Man City. I don't know if he's won that lawsuit. So there are several players that have had lawsuits against them when it comes to the same issue. But it's very, very bad for you to deny a player visa. That means you're already convicting him that he committed a crime when a court of competent jurisdiction has not passed a judgment. Why then do we have laws? Why do we have laws? It doesn't make sense to me. It doesn't make sense. Canada, they are attacking well, but their end product is very bad. Their end product is very, very bad. Jonathan David can't control that. Um. Jonathan David, you've been terrible, man. When fair yourself, some of these countries are in the World Cup, ain't all good. You end up falling asleep. There are still some games that we are going to enjoy. That Morocco Brazil game is going to be one of them. That's going to be one of the toughest games we'll see in the World Cup. So I'm really, really excited for that game. It's going to be tough. Mr. Man, pass your ball on time. These Canadians are just playing nonsense. They are getting the chances, but they are not converting them. Yaya says they might have applied for visas a long time ago and they were reviewing Pate's application, which could take weeks. Now, I think for players, for fans, it should be different when it comes to fans and players. For players and football and officials, it should be faster, right? For the fans, yes, I can understand it might take a couple of weeks, but for players, I don't think it should even take more than 5 days for them to process this because, come on, well, honestly, this whole process, the World Cup, a lot of people have been criticizing the FIFA World Cup. A lot of people have been criticizing the World Cup held in Canada, Mexico, and the US. The only complaints have been coming from the US side, but Canada have already joined the queue. They've joined the queue. Mariam says, and what's their problem with Thomas, the Ghanaian? Do you know? There is an ongoing case against Thomas Partey in the UK about rape. The case is still in court. He's yet to be convicted of the crime. And for all we know about international law, right? It's not only about a country, it's international law everywhere, apart from some countries. You are innocent until you are proven guilty by the court of law. And he has not been proven guilty yet. So why are they denying him visa because of that particular issue? Every of the Ghanaian players got the visas, but only Thomas Partey. And the England national team also are trying to boycott a handshake with Thomas Partey in the second game that England is going to play against Ghana. It's crazy. Who was spamming the chat, man? Ahmed says the dark horses of World Cup will be Norway. They will cause an upset to Brazil, and also Turkey will reach quarterfinals of World Cup. I have a feeling that Turkey and Norway are going to go far in the World Cup. Yeah, both countries will go far. Bilal says Mexico is the only good team in North America, man. Mexico were pretty decent yesterday against South Africa. South Africa were very, very bad. Very poor. When Ferrer says Canada are only good at ice hockey. Proy says Morocco winning the World Cup, that's like Spurs winning the quadruple. Yeah, says it's discrimination. They are making the assumption that the person is guilty and he is negatively impacted as a result. We are taught not to do this with disability, so why not with crime? This is just shameful. That's all I will say. It's shameful. Because why then do we have laws? If the person has been convicted, then you are within your rights to deny him access into your country. You will not even give him the visa, right? And if he's guilty, he should face the law. I support it 100%. But this case is still in court. And we've had lots of players that have been wrongly accused of the same thing. So why doing that? It doesn't make sense. Mariam says Morocco will win. All right. Morocco winning against Brazil is going to be tough. It's going to be tough. Honestly, it will be tough. Allison says, fuck the US worst World Cup ever. Allison, where are you connecting from? Troy Play says, I mean, anything can happen, but teams like Portugal, Spain, France can easily beat them. Yeah, of course, these guys can beat Morocco. But Morocco are a good team. I don't think they are as good as they were in the 2022 World Cup. I don't think they are as good as they were that time. That's a yellow card. Yeah, he stopped that counter. Let's get the likes up, guys. Let's get it up. Ole goo. Tell me something where I know fit to. More, pa, 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 pa. 3 more minutes to go. Morning, morning, motechi, motechi. I hope you're ready for me now. Feeling the boy, yeah. Feeling the boy, yeah. Yaya says, honestly, my government makes me ashamed to be English. So corrupt and racist. Absolute control freaks. I was very surprised when I saw that news about the English FA. I was very surprised, and I'm like, what? Like, what is the meaning of this? This guy played in the Premier League. He played in the Premier League while that case was still on. The case has been on. I'm not sure of the time frame, but I'm sure the case has been going on for more than 2 years. While he was still playing for Arsenal, that case was ongoing. So I don't even know what this whole rubbish is all about. Bilal says 3 red cards in the first World Cup game is crazy. That's never happened before in an opening game. Ooh. It's never happened before. Okay, the referee says throwing. It's never happened before in the opening game of the World Cup. 3 red cards, 2 from one side, 1 from the home team. It was a crazy game though. South Africa were very poor. And the scoreline didn't really show how terrible South Africa were, because if Mexico had converted all their chances, it should have been more than that. It should have been more. Pa, 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 pam, pa, pam, 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 pam. Pride Play says yellow card for Lukic. Ahmed says if World War III starts, it would be if Iran and US face each other in the World Cup knockout stages. Nah, Iran definitely will be knocked out. US might qualify from their group. What are these Canadians playing? They've had series of chances, but they can't score. They've had series of chances. Now, Mariam, Iran can't beat US in the game. US are a better team. Okay, this guy is Canadian. US have a better team than Iran. And also the advantage of the fans' support at home on home soil is going to be in favor of them. Let's get the likes up, guys. Let's get it up. It's halftime already. Let's get the likes up. And if you're new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe. This Oluwaseyi, Olori Buruku. Look at very good chance you had. Both attacking players just playing nonsense. Jonathan David missed a very clear-cut opportunity. Oluwaseyi, the same thing. Pass your ball, you are just shooting. Shooting the ball into thin air. Pro Play says, to be honest, I'm getting bored. Yeah, the game is not. I'm not gonna lie, the game is not. It's not giving. It's not interesting. Pro Play says, I thought Canada would smash Bosnia, but they proved me wrong. Let's see what they get to do in the second half. If Marsh, they call him, can make some changes and get his team to be clinical, because their final third have been very, very poor. They've not been doing well there. Mariam says, really, I thought USA loved basketball. Yes, they are more into basketball than football. But recently, US have a couple of good young players. They have a couple of good young players. Ahmed says, bro, I predicted 2-1 Canada win. I lose money on Poly Market. They can still get the win. They can still get a win. But let's see. It depends on the change that the coach is going to make at halftime and what he will tell his players in a dressing room. That's what will determine if they will win, come from behind to win like South Korea did against Czechia. Let's get the likes up. Let's get it up. We are still on 8 likes, and we've had more than that number join the live stream. So if you're just joining and yet to like, hit the like button and subscribe if you're new. Pride Play says you mean soccer. Pride Plays, are you in the US or India? The US call it soccer, but other parts of the world call it football. Yeah says our government are a disgrace. Not surprised one little bit. They recently blocked someone from entering the UK because he criticized Israel. Ah God. I politics now in the world is just crazy. That is why I don't really like to involve myself on my channel when it comes to politics, because the more you look at certain things is just so annoying, and there are so many crazy things going on in the world, so many. You just sometimes you just have to just take yourself out of that whole stuff, not to spoil your mood or yeah, put you in a very very terrible emotional situation. Yeah, because there are so many crazy things, and sometimes there are certain political views that um you will just see, and it will be crazy. So that's why for me, I don't like involving myself in politics. Yeah, I just focus on football because football is a sport that brings many people together, people of different backgrounds, races, and disciplines together. You see fans enjoying themselves, having fun. Yeah, that's what football does. So I just prefer only to focus on that football, because my country, I know things that are ongoing right now in my country that are crazy, even worse than countries that are very very active in war. Many people. So that's why sometimes the whole politics is really draining. It drains your energy. Yeah says whoever hosts next World Cup should deny visas for Canada and US team. Yeah, bro. Well, the next World Cup. Which country is hosting the next World Cup? In 2030. Which country is hosting it next? When Farah says you can't accuse someone of wrongdoing without 100% proof, so they shouldn't have their visas taken from them. That is my point, Wayne. That is my point. And that is why the whole thing annoys me so badly. Why would you deny a person visa because of an accusation against him? There have been so many players who have been accused in the past, and at the end of the day, it will turn out to be false. We have similar thing with Benjamin Mendy of Man City, former Man City player. We had Cristiano as well. I think at some point Neymar Jr. and a couple of other players. I can't remember their name now. Many of these guys have been wrongly accused of before. For me, I stand with the law. Anyone found guilty of that should face the consequences 100%. Whatever the law in that country stipulates to be the punishment for anyone who does that, the person should face the law 100%. But if this person is innocent, you cannot crucify him when the law court has not proven that person guilty. It makes no sense. Proy places Peter Obi. Proy, are you Nigerian? Yeah, I want Peter Obi to win. I really want Peter Obi to win. This guy wasted the ball here, Jonathan David. I want Peter Obi to win, but let's see. Proy Play says, is it me or the audio 1 second late? Well, others should answer that because I don't know. Proy Play says the audio is a second late from his end. Yaya says, if Noble Channel become about politics, he would support two different governments. Well, for me, I one thing I love about myself is I am not a fanatic. Yeah, I'm not a fanatic, and I am someone who is very, 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 very flexible in my approach to things and life in general. Yeah, so it's yeah, I have certain principles that I hold dearly, and yeah, there are some things I don't just like. Yeah, why there are things I can condone. Yeah, that's it for me. But I'm very, very much flexible. Mariam says yes, Saudi Arabia, then Morocco. Okay, Saudi hosting the next World Cup. Ooh, 2030. Hopefully I'll be in Saudi. Hopefully I'll be in Saudi to watch that 2030 World Cup. Yeah. Hopefully I'll be in Saudi to watch the World Cup. Possibly my first official World Cup, going to the stadium, to the country to watch it proper. And hopefully Saudis will be more welcoming. Yeah, hopefully they'll be more welcoming. Bilal says, no, the audio is good, not late, must be your internet, probably. All right. When Ferrer says, those who accuse Ronaldo are now behind bars. That's how it should be. I I think that anyone who does that, any guy who does that should go to jail. He shouldn't be out here with us. And any lady who wrongly accuses a guy should also go to jail. That is what I think, because that alone can ruin a person's career, be it a footballer, a sportsman, or a normal guy that has a day-to-day job. That can ruin his life. Lots of people can cancel that particular person. He will not get gigs. He can't get jobs again. So I believe that the same level of punishment that should be given to the person that commits that terrible crime should be meted to the person who wrongly accuses him. I think so, because such things ruin a person's life. Arsenal 8517 says, hello, brother. Hello, my bro. Nice to have you back, Adam. Welcome back. Yaya says, I guarantee you it was the British government who told Canada to reject his visa. They were trying hard to prosecute him and were annoyed when he left for Spain. They are using the World Cup to try to create noise, which is shameful. ah, well, I wouldn't say it's not possible, because so long it's politics, it cuts across borders. So it's very much possible. But it doesn't make sense to me. It doesn't make sense to me. That's why when I heard that, I was like, nah, this is wrong. In all its shades, it's wrong. Honestly, it's wrong, but the deed has been done. Yeah, I think probably the UK doesn't have that influence on the US. If they had, Trump and the British Prime Minister are not really in good terms. So if they had a very, very great influence on the US, they would have. If following your thought process, though, they would have done that, denying him access into the US. Man, it's crazy. Prime Play says, yeah, I'm not watching USA at 3 a.m. USA is playing today, right? It's already 4 a.m. in my location now. It's 4 a.m. here. USA playing Paraguay. I will not be watching that game. Yeah, I'll be sleeping by then. USA against Paraguay. That's why I said the timing of this World Cup is crazy. The timing is really crazy. Mariam says, did you know they are currently building an Olympic city in the new administrative capital of Egypt? They are planning to host the World Cup, I think, after 30. Okay, Egypt is trying. Which year is Egypt trying to host the World Cup? Hopefully, I'll try. I'll try to be in the next World Cup by God's grace. I'll try to be in the next World Cup. Arsenal 8517 says, I'm leaving to the States in 2 more days. Oh, you want to watch the England game? Okay, that's interesting. Safe trip, my bro. Safe trip. The real Arsenal fan says, yes, Bafana Arsenal is winning the World Cup. My South African people were smashed yesterday. And the whole of Africa, was against South Africa. They wanted Mexico to win. And rightly so, because there have been so many things ongoing behind the scenes now that some people in Europe do not know. Yeah, boy, it's crazy. I saw a post on Instagram a couple of hours ago. The goalkeeper of South Africa is saying he doesn't understand why when other African countries play, African teams, African supports the other African countries, but why is their case different? And I believe he knows the answer to that. Bilal says Egypt will host the World Cup in 2100. Mariam says, don't worry, Nobu, you won't find better hospitality than that of the Arabs. And you can see that for yourself right now with regard to Cristiano and other players. Well, I've been to 2 Arab countries. Yeah, not really spent too much time there, but I've not had anything. I've not had anything negative to say in the countries I've been to, be it Japan, the UAE, Qatar. Yeah, I've not had anything negative to say about them, and also China here. So for me, I would still like to go to many places. I love traveling. I would still like to go to many places. Also Ethiopia. I've been to Ethiopia once. What? This guy is trying to score a quick goal here in the second half. Arsenal 8517 says, seen that with Danny Alves, how the ladies destroyed his life. Lucky Neymar and Messi helped him. Honestly, this is why this whole thing is very painful. And it's also a lesson. It's also a lesson to many of these footballers, these superstars. You just have to be careful with the kind of ladies you have dealings with. That is why most of them get married earlier, to avoid all these controversies, because these sort of things kill players' career. It kills their career. The real Arsenal fan says, bro, the reason they accused Ronaldo was because they are Messi fans in 2008. Ronaldo was going to win Ballon d'Or. Then a Messi fan accused him, so he will not win the Ballon d'Or. Eh, come on, what is this boy doing? The real Arsenal fan says Noble's view more like Noble's politics. Nah. Ooh, that's a good one. What? Who played? Is that Oluwaseyi? That was a very good play from that guy. Ooh, very good play. Very, very good play. Now, I don't like talking about politics. Real Arsenal fan, I don't like talking about politics. And the reason I'm talking about these issues is because it's related to the World Cup, and you still cannot shy away from having the conversations. That's just the honest truth. But coming to politics in general, I don't like discussing it on my channel. There are so many crazy things going on in the world. And I also say this: my country, Nigeria, there are worse things going on in my country than in some countries that are actively involved in a war. So there are so many crazy things going on. So I just don't like to get involved in those things. Let's see. Pride Play says I wanted to buy an Arsenal shirt. It came up in a bottle. Come on, man. Ars- Arsenal have already won the league, so yeah, we can only banter them. Is that a red card or what exactly? That collision there between the goalkeeper and the Canadian attacker. What the heck? I will need to watch that replay to see. Now, our pride players, we really can't banter Arsenal with Bottle now because they've won the league. So the only thing we can use to banter Arsenal Football Club now is the Champions League. You can tell them that they will never sing that. Champions of Europe, right? Yeah. That one is what we can use to banter them. But for the bottle aspect, they've crossed that bottling because they finally won the league. So that one is no longer an aspect of banter against Arsenal. Let me see the replay. Is this? Now it's onside. This guy, or this his shoulder was off. Think they need to. Ah. It might be a penalty. Yeah, he punched the guy's head. And his own problem was his face landed on the ground. That was a very good skill from Oluwaseyi. Very good skill. Very good skill. Arsenal 8517 says, that's so dumb. What's the definition of bottle job? Okay, the referee didn't against Canada, against Bosnia. It was actually against Canada. He gave the foul. Well, the goalkeeper touched the ball first. Yeah. Ooh, that's good. Nah, that is not a good pass, man. You just spoiled that beautiful play. Arsenal 8517 says bottle job is not applicable for cup competitions and only leagues. You should do more research, brother. Now, for me, Arsenal have overcome the bottle job by winning the league. If they had won the league, yeah, if they had lost the league, then we can talk about Arsenal bottle job. But nah, they've they've gone past it. Yaya says the EPL is the most difficult league in the world, and Arsenal won the EPL. So technically, we are the best team in the world, and I will not hear any PSG fan who says anything different. Canada is a Commonwealth country. Okay. I get that. Is there are just so many things involved in that, and the whole party stuff. Yeah, it's very much possible the UK might be involved in it. Ooh, no, it's not good enough. Mariam says the problem is that when you actually want to talk about the World Cup this year, you will automatically find yourself getting into politics and you can't deny it. That is that is just the point. The World Cup is just so wrapped up with a lot of political stuff in it. You can't run away from it. You just can't run away from it. That's just it for me. Arsenal 857 says that's so stupid where we won the league with 2 finals and 1 quarter. That's progress. Nah, the bottle for me, I don't agree with that. Yeah, I know I can banter Arsenal for the Champions League. That is still very much valid. If Arsenal had won it, then there is nothing you can banter Arsenal with again. But the Champions League banter is still very much valid. But the Butlers one, nah, I think that one has expired. The real Arsenal fan says, no wonder people also rejected Jelly Roll World Cup song, High and I'm Getting Higher. I don't know that song. Bilal says, how old will you be in the next World Cup, Nobu? What the heck? Whoa, this did not go in. Wow. Oluwaseyi, that was a beautiful play from him. What? Let me see. Kolasinac. Kolasinac. That was that block. That block. Man, that was a good play from Oluwaseyi. But Kolasinac, fantastic block there. That was goal line clearance. Goal line clearance. Man, that was a good play. Very good defensive work there. I think Canada are beginning to open the Bosnian defense more. Where is the goalkeeper? What? Did this guy miss this? How did this Bosnian striker miss this? And the goalkeeper was even very, very much far away from him. How in the world did you miss this, man? Tip the ball. You are trying to what's up with this guy? Just tip that ball. I thought this was a goal, honestly. Tip your ball. You are trying to cut the ball the other side. Come on, man. Eee. The two teams are missing chances now. Oh boy, this is crazy. The game has opened up in this second half. It's opened up better than the first half. The first half game was a bit boring. But the second half, I'm seeing good plays here now. Very, very good plays. Wow. Nah, that's a very bad cross, man. Very bad cross. Aquario Gaming says USA is worst host of World Cup history. Bilal, coming back to your question, how old will I be in the next World Cup? I'll be 38, right? Almost 40 in the next World Cup. Yeah, I'll try my best to be available in the next World Cup by the grace of God. Yeah, God willing. Troy Play says, so according to your logic, the Premier League is better than the UCL. Nah, you guys need to be more clinical, Canada. Arsenal 8517 says, honestly, I have tickets extra for a few games, but I'm going for the Portugal, England, and Brazil games. Okay. But those tickets, they are not actually in the same city because I know England and Portugal are not in. England and Portugal, are they in the same city? Are they playing in the same city? Mariam says I'll be 23. Okay. What is going on, referee? This referee, where is he from, by the way? Yaya says at Pro Play, tell that to all the fans who went to the trophy parade. The only parade you go to is gay parade. I don't understand what is going on in the chat, man. Allison says exactly. Real Arsenal fan says Arsene Wenger is best manager. Come on, man. Arsene Wenger is not the best manager. Pep Guardiola is even a better manager than Arsene Wenger. Sir Alex is the greatest of all time in the Prem. And second, you can put Pep Guardiola there. Then thirdly, you can go for Arsene Wenger. Fourthly, let's say Jose, and I don't know other guys that were there in the 60s and the 70s. But from the 90s, the 80s, 90s down to this very time, I think Sir Alex, Pep Guardiola, Wenger, Jose, yeah, these are guys you can call as the greatest managers in the Prem. This Canada, what is this Canadian goalkeeper? This guy is an Otelo. This goalkeeper is Ezigbo Muzegbe. What is all this one? This goalkeeper doing here? Ah, my God. Pride Play says in Canada stands for what's up, Pride Place, man? What's going on? This Canadian goalkeeper is rubbish, man. What is this goalkeeper doing here? Official Jackson, welcome back. This Canadian goalkeeper is rubbish. No wonder he couldn't come out to pick out the cross. It's against Bosnia. Arsenal 8517 says, where are you watching the games, bro? There's a site I use in watching. There's a free site I use in watching football games, different competitions. It's a Chinese website that I used to watch the games. Pride Play says, to be honest, Canada deserves to lose. They've had so many chances. They've had too many chances to score, but they are yet to score a goal, and it's already 60 minutes. Look at casually passing that ball like that, man. Come on. Yeah, it's a throw-in. These guys have had so many chances, no goals yet. Okay, he was offside. Yeah. Was that off? Okay, I think maybe that was why they didn't give that. Oluwaseyi. Let's get the likes up, guys. Why not play this ball and you allow that ball go for throwing? The coach even had to wait to the 60th. Miller out. He's looking tired. Oluwaseyi. Sheyi has missed. Jonathan David has missed as well. They've just been missing chances. Schaffelberg. Real Arsenal fan says, bro, Saka better than Messi. Pro plays. This guy. Well, there are certain things one should not even answer or respond to. Yeah, that is one of them. Basic, Lukic, Bosnia and Herzegovina. Bazda. Okay, Jeko is still on the bench. Yeah, Jeko is an old man. He's not going to impact the game effectively. That's a foul ball, referee. That's a foul against Bosnia. It's definitely, it's also a yellow card. That's a yellow card, 100%. Mariam says, wasn't really bottled though, was it? PSG are a class team. PSG, they are currently the best team in the world. They've dominated Europe for 2 years consecutively, and it's it's going to be interesting to see who gets that Champions League off them this coming season. Yeah, I'm really looking to see the team that will get it off them. It will be interesting. Foul ball, yeah. That's that hand. You were showing your your strength. He shouldn't have done that. That hand he brought out. Okay. For no bring out that hand. You are bigger than them. Mariam says Bosnia and Herzegovina. Yeah, Bosnia are defending pretty well, but they've given away chances. It's just that the Canadian attack are yet to convert their chances. They've had series of chances, no goals yet. Pass the ball on time. Good control. Nice one. Cross the ball. Ah, the Canadians are hustling, they are hurrying the game now to score. That's a good play. What? This guy, you know, if you score goal, this guy is big like that. You can't score with your designer hair. He fell down. Okay, that number 4 obstructed his play. Yeah, says Arsenal now make more revenue than United. United aren't even top 3 highest earners in England. United in decline. The highest earners in England are Arsenal. Second, I think second should be City. Third, third. I don't know. I think United might be third. I'm not sure of that position, but I don't think United. I think United will be third because Chelsea. I don't think Chelsea earn more money than United. That's a good ball. Cross the ball, man. Nice one. Are you shooting? Nice play. You try your luck. You shoot. Try your luck and shoot, man. Pride Play says, who cares about how much a team earns? You're barely won against Sporting. AM says, sorry, Noble, I feel asleep watching this game. It's so boring. No, the second half is better than the first. The first half was very, very boring. But the second half, we've seen a lot of chances created. But the problem is no goals yet. This ball, your passes are not just complete. You are giving incomplete passes, man. Giving incomplete passes. Arsenal 8517 says, I find it stupid why we're talking about Arsenal and United and Pro Play who are literally creating chaos. Relax if you think Arsenal bottle job, be it. Maybe it helps you sleep well. Ooh, another opportunity for the Canadian team. Yet to score. They are just always close, but they don't get it over the line. Marian says, Noble, how can I reach 40 quickly? Give me a recipe. You are the doctor. You should you should know the recipe. Mariam. That was close. Yeah, it's a foul ball. Yaya says United biggest club in England and couldn't even win 2 league games in a row in 24-25 season and haven't won 5 in a row in all come since February 24. Come on, pass the ball on time now. Eee, that's too much. He can't get that. He cannot get that. Now, the thing is, Man United, of course, is a bigger club than Arsenal. For me, that is not even a debate. The only club in England that you can uh, actually put side by side with Man United is Liverpool. Arsenal is way below Man United. Yes, Arsenal are currently doing well, no doubt about it. In the last 4 years, they've had more consistency than Man United. But it still doesn't negate the fact that United is still a bigger club than Arsenal. Don't bring him down there. Very good defensive work. Yeah, the Bosnians are trying to use the counter. They are trying to use counter to get a second goal. The Canadians have been mounting pressure on them, mounting pressure. They need to score before the 80th minute, at least if they want to win the game. Yeah, it's against Bosnia for sure. Let's get the likes up, guys. Let's get it up. Honestly, for me, I don't see Arsenal as a big problem. I don't see them as a threat. And coming into this new season, if Man United can get me 5 to 6 solid players, I think we can even beat Arsenal to the league title because Pep is no longer there. Liverpool has a new manager. What's his name? The former Bournemouth man, Iraola. And Chelsea has Xabi Alonso. Man City has Enzo Maresca. So it's only Arsenal that has a bit of consistency in terms of Arteta has been there for how many years now? 6 years. He's been there for a long time. So it's only Arsenal that has that consistency. So Arsenal are the team that we just need to fight to bring them down from that top spot. And yeah, other teams is still a 50-50 for Chelsea, Liverpool, Man City. It's still a 50-50 for them. But we'll see how that goes. Oh, Alfonso is still on the bench. I thought he's injured. So he's in the tournament or he's just there to cheer the boys. Troy places PSG anniversary. you are trying to you are trying to get into Arsenal fan skin. Now the PSG game was I knew that was going to be Arteta's tactics. Yeah, I knew that was going to be his tactics in that final to go very defensive because he's a very pragmatic coach and he feels that's the only way he can sit back and get an opportunity, score maybe a set piece or whatever, and hold on to that 1-0 lead. They got an early goal. I think was it in the 5th minute or 6th minute of that game. Through Kai Havertz, they couldn't hold on to the end of the game, considered a penalty. But I think if he had gone toe-to-toe with PSG, like Chelsea did, they would have gotten a chance. But Arteta is always very, very pragmatic. He's always very pragmatic. His tactics this just concluded season was mainly set piece. And after the set piece dried off, Arsenal struggled to get goals. They were just getting two goals, 2 goals, 2 goals. They weren't scoring enough when the set piece dried off. But they just one thing that was very, very important to Arsenal was that defense. And when it comes to winning leagues, your defense is very, very crucial and important if you want to win the league. Mehmet says, I think the Canadians are able to score. They've been missing too many chances, man. Too many chances. Arsenal 8517 says, I'm not sure why you are entertaining this novel. We are in a total different competition. For me, Arsenal have won the league and Champions League is always a bonus. Now, definitely conversations will come in between. That's for sure. And I already said this. For Arsenal, I don't see Arsenal as a bottle job now. Before the season ended, I said it a couple of times. The whole bottling and everything. Yeah, but Arsenal has won the league. So you can't call them bottle jobs again. You can't use that to banter Arsenal. That's my opinion. I think that's a fact. Secondly, the only thing you can use to banter Arsenal now is the UCL because they are yet to win it. Until they do, that's what rival fans will always use to banter Arsenal. Yeah, so that's just it. Now, release the ball on. What? This Canadian guy said they funny me. I don't understand what they are doing. Oh, God. Intergalactic, welcome back. Mariam says, Noble, I want a story. Mariam, you know I don't have stories. This guy, go back. The referee will give you a yellow card. He's already blown the whistle. Kone. The referee has blown the whistle. Allow him to carry on. He's already blown the whistle. Allow him to carry on. Mehmet says Canada tried their best to take the draw. If they can score before 80 minutes or 80 minutes, they can push for the second goal because Bosnia are trying to defend their lead. But if they equalize, Bosnia will come out to get a win. So it will be an opportunity for them to score the second. But getting the first one is always very difficult. AM Edit says, who won player of the season Premier League? Bro, I feel bad. Every Premier League player is saying Bruno, not single name of Rice. They not see his back passes. Now, for the PFA, I think Bruno will win it. If he doesn't win it, it will be a surprise. But that one is after the World Cup. So for now, the PFA player of the season is still going to wait until when the new season starts. We'll get the result of that. I think the players already voted. The players have already had their votes. That was a foul. It was a foul. But the referee didn't give it. Yaya says, let's not forget that this is the same Canada who let Mike Tyson in to meet the mayor of Toronto, who was actually convicted of rape. I just think this whole thing is political. That's all. That's why the whole stuff is very annoying. These Canadians, they have been hushing and hurrying to score. It's making them to make the wrong decisions in the final third. Crazy. Arsenal 8517 says, I believe we will go again next season with United being close. But the market is crazy. Whether clubs can get players or not will be something for us to see. Bro, the market has gone really, really crazy. The numbers that football clubs are calling for their players now, it's really, really concerning. Yeah, it's really, really concerning because someone like Elliot Anderson, who I rate very, very highly, to be put on that amount, it shows that football now, especially in the Premier League, is gone wild. And Anderson, I've said that the only region I can go for him is 80 to 100. Anything above 100 million pounds, Forest to keep him. I don't want him. Because most times, these players that go with very huge transfer fees tend to struggle in their teams. Most of them tend to struggle. And Anderson, for me, he doesn't worth that amount. I've said this multiple times. He doesn't worth that amount. It's just a crazy fee that the Forest owner, I don't know what his problem is, to reject the second offer for 121 million pounds is even very funny. He's demanding for a 120 upfront fee, possibly a 10 million pound add-on. Breaking the British transfer record. Yeah, that's what he wants to do now. It's just crazy, honestly. It's really, really crazy. Yaya says we did play crap attacking ball in the final. Yeah, that final, I knew that was going to be Arteta's approach, but that was a wrong approach. You already have a very good defense. Your defense should remain where they are, and the attacking players, you should let them loose to play their game. You should take the fight to them, not allow them to take the fight to you, because if you're without the ball, you are going to run a lot and you get tired easily. If you're without the ball, in a final, you will chase the ball, you will chase it, and you get tired easily. When you are tired, they will hit you. Ahmed says, after 22 years of gloom, go ball! Whoosh! Guys, Canada just scored. Wow. Go ball, Lazil. 1-1. Finally. This is what I expected. Score me goals. I love to watch goals being scored. Score goals. Score goals, man. This is it Mick Reynolds, or what's his name? Yeah, mine is slow, right? I've tried to refresh it. That's a good goal. This is a proper striker. Yeah, he's onside. Like, I love strikers who... Nah, that's onside. It's not offside, bro. I love strikers who always like to show that they are strength in the defense. If this guy wasn't strong, he would not have scored that goal. Very good one from him. I love it. They've created lots of chances. They've not been clinical enough. Oluwaseyi has missed his own. Jonathan David has missed his. And the other one again from Oluwaseyi that was a goal line clearance. Yeah, the referee says it's a goal. That's no way. I don't know if they are checking for handball. Yeah, 1-1. I know Canada definitely. I predicted 3-1, but if they win 2-1, it's fine. I know Canada will win the game. Stanistevic, welcome back, man. Welcome back. Arsenal 8517 says they will win now. Yes. Bosnia will come out to play the game, and it's going to open up their defense. Canada will get a second goal. Ahmed says, imagine Noble he missed, then he laughed at himself. How would you react? I hate it when players behave like that. I honestly hate it. That's why you see Rafael Leao, I don't like that guy one bit. His style is very annoying. He's just giving me Yakubu Aebeni vibes. That's the vibe he's giving me. When a player misses an open net, an open chance, you see him laughing, twitching gum. It will just like the feeling for me is somewhat like just going to the pitch and give him a hot slap, because what sort of nonsense is that? You're just joking with the fans. You missed an opportunity where you're supposed to show that anger of you missing a chance. You be laughing and you're chewing gum. I find that very, very disrespectful. Honestly, I find it very, very disrespectful. That's why Rafael Leao, I don't even want him anywhere near my club. When I saw that news that he wants to play in England, he likes Man United, blah blah, I'm like, nah. I don't need him anywhere close to Old Trafford. He should go elsewhere, not my team. Stanisevic says, I have to go. If you're live tomorrow, I will watch you. Yeah, I'll be live tomorrow. I was unable to go live this morning because I needed to be somewhere for business. So I missed out on the morning show. But I'll be available for tomorrow morning. Play that ball out. I'll be available for tomorrow morning's show. That's good. Give him. Do you have the pace? It's too much for him. Too much. Yeah, the goalkeeper has blocked him. It's too much. Mariam says, why aren't you reading my comments? Is it the story one? You know I don't have a story. I'm not really good with stories, Mariam. I I'm really not good with stories. Yeah, the Bosnian fans are disappointed. They are really disappointed. All right, Proy plays. Good night, bro. See ya tomorrow. Kolasinac. If you're injured, man, you go out. If you're injured, you go out. Yeah, Mariam, I'm not good with stories. Maybe AM Edit can tell you a story. I'm not really good with stories. Toronto. All right, Proy play. See you later, man. Let's get the likes up, guys. Let's get it up. I'm looking forward to the Morocco-Brazil game. That's going to be the first tough game we'll watch in this World Cup. USA-Paraguay, the timing is a problem for me. So I'll not be able to do a watch along for that one. Tomorrow we have Qatar against Switzerland. I think Switzerland will win that game against Qatar. Which other game again? Morocco, Brazil, Morocco will be Brazil, Morocco. Is it tomorrow? Okay, Brazil, Morocco is tomorrow, 11 p.m. UK time. Ooh, that's 6 a.m. for me. That means I have to choose between the Brazil, Morocco game and Qatar Switzerland game. Okay. That mean this is going to be difficult, but I'll try to see how I can watch the Brazil game because that's going to be a very tough game. Very, very tough game. Aaron Dineni says, how are you today? You are enjoying the World Cup. Yeah, the World Cup has been decent. Not yet exciting as I would want, but there are still many games coming up. Mariam Ahmed says, Noble, throw me in the story section now. Mariam says, why are you doing this? You are ignoring the story. Thank you for ignoring the story. I'm not good at telling stories, Mariam. I'm not good at it. I'm not really good at it. 86 minutes. Okay, throw in for Bosnia. Mariam, AM Edit says, Mariam, I know a story. It's that I saw a person like Mbappe in Pakistan. And I asked him his name. He said dictator Kylian Mohammed bin Mbappe Batata. Mariam loves long stories. She's not going to like that short one. I know Mariam wouldn't like that story. She would say it's a short one. A long throw for Canada? Nah, that's not long enough. The Bosnians are good on aerial balls. That's not long enough. I don't think you can score them with the set piece. Yeah, that black guy's got pace. Yeah, he's covered. Yeah, he's helped his team to come back. He's helped his team to return. Yeah, this big guy. That defender. Ooh, he's still strong. Yeah, this guy is strong. It's a foul ball. That guy is strong. He's using his strength very, very well. Let's get the likes up, guys. We are still doing the watch along for Canada versus Bosnia and Herzegovina. The pressure is still on Bosnia. They are trying to use counter to break the Canadians. But the Canadians are still pushing to get a winning goal against Bosnia. Pass the ball, man. Is it Kone or... Nah, what are you doing? What is this boy? What is this boy doing there? It's a foul ball. Diskretovic. Where are you connecting from, Diskretovic? Nice to have you on the channel. Mariam says scary stories. Okay, you love scary movies. I see, Mariam. I really don't know how to tell stories, Mariam. Is offside. Think that's offside. When Ferrer says the World Cup has dried out a bit, isn't as good as it used to be. I think maybe it's because the big boys have not played. Yeah, the big boys have not played. That's why it's been that way. But from that Morocco game against Brazil, I think we are going to get the full World Cup intensity. Yeah, we're going to get the full World Cup intensity from that Brazil game versus Morocco. I think that game is tomorrow. I'll try to watch that game. Yeah, it will be a very interesting game. 12 attempts for Canada, 7 for Bosnia, 4 attempts on target for Canada, and 3 on target for Bosnia and Herzegovina. Ahmed says, Noburio Ferdinand said to Ronaldo, your wife or your girlfriend. Ronaldo said different position, but gigs based on a true story. Extra time already? Wow. Time runs very fast. 6 minutes. 6 minutes added time. Mariam says, Walaikum Assalam Distrito. Okay, is it in Arab that he wrote? Because what I can see here is Hello Dompolo. I didn't know he wrote in Arabic. Mariam says, thanks for ignoring the story. I'm not ignoring the story. I'm responding already, but I don't have stories, Mariam. When Freya says, used to R9 and Zico. Ronaldo, Denima, Nazario. The 2002 World Cup. The 98 World Cup in France. Yeah, Ronaldo Nazario was a joy to watch. He was a joy to watch. Johnston. Mariam. How about you tell me a story, Mariam? Mariam, how about you tell me a story? It's a referee. That's a foul, man. I want Canada to win, yes, but that is a foul. It's a foul, referee. It's definitely a foul ball. Mariam, how about you tell me a story? I got a story. Yeah, I got a story. There's not my story. Yeah. Come on, Mariam, tell me the story. Ooh, okay. Yeah, that's a foul. Head to head. Yeah, he hit the Bosnians guy's face with his head. Yeah, that's definitely a foul ball. Ahmed says, no, but forget the story first. Wire me that thing now. It's been a long time I saw the Champions League quiz show guy. Medim Medimam Sabah says, you're pro or noob? What do you mean by noob? What do you mean by noob, man? Release your ball. The guy, the guy was like, you're going nowhere, man. You're going nowhere. Yeah, that's this Bosnia. Two of them deserve that yellow card. What did they do with the ball? What the hell did they do with the ball? Nikola Katic. Yaya says, I think your channel will become very big when you stop talking about football, wear a suit, and just talk about politics. I am Noble, and this is today's stories. I love politics a lot, but yeah, my channel is just what sort of ball is this, man? My channel is strictly football, so it's wow. These guys might concede late goal as I'm seeing now. So I'll just focus on that. But I love politics a lot. Pass the ball on time, man. Medimam Sabah says from noob to pizza. What do you mean by that? Nah, that was a very poor ball. Very poor ball. Mariam says, I think he means, are you a professional or a beginner? Nah, I'm not a beginner. It's game over. 1 more minute to go. 1 more minute to go. Medimam Sabah, where are you connecting from, man? Which country are you connecting from? Oleku, tell me something where I know fit do. Malo too. Except Canada gets a late goal. Other than that, it's all over. Ahmed says, Noble, just wear dictator Mbappe suit and do second channel and politics stories also. I am working on a second channel though. What? How did the Canadians miss this? That was a golden opportunity, man. A golden opportunity. How did that not go in? Damn. How did that not go in, man? That is crazy. How did that not go in? Chinaza, okay. June 6th. Hey. Mariam says you're afraid of politics, huh? Thanks for ignoring the story. Nah, I'm not afraid of politics. I just don't want to discuss politics on my channel. That's it. It's game over. It's game over. The Canadians. Mm-mm. Pam. The Canadians were very bad. It's game over. They had lots of chances, but they fumbled it. They have fumbled, and Canada played 1-1 draw with Bosnia and Herzegovina. Amul, okay. Amo Olawale says, what's the scores? The game ended 1-1, bro. Canada and Bosnia Herzegovina 1-1 draw. Canada had a lot of chances to win this game, honestly, but they did not take their chances very well. If they did, they should have won the game, like, let's say 4-1. You should have won the game 4-1. Mariam says, Noble, please speak to me again. Thanks for ignoring. I already answered you. I didn't ignore the story. I told you to tell me a story. Yeah says, on Noble's second channel, he support Barcelona and Man City. No way, man. Barcelona? Never. I can never support Barcelona. The only team that Barcelona will be playing against, I want Barcelona to win, is Chelsea. That is the only football team Barcelona will be playing against, and I'll be rooting for Barcelona to beat Chelsea. Other than that, I never want Barcelona to win a football match. Not even one. Not even one. GOA7 says, now by force to discuss politics, ni. Oh, my brother, I tired. Yeah, I tired. Most people, they like, make I get involved with politics. And for me, I just want to focus on football channel, the football content that I do on my channel. Politics outside of my channel, I can talk about that one. But for my channel, I just don't like talking about politics. There are so many crazy things going on in the world right now. Mehmet says, see, I was expecting the draw. Canada fought well. Yeah, but they didn't fight well enough. They didn't fight well enough. They had lots of chances, but their conversion up front was very, very bad. Very bad. Ahmed says, Noble, you know Yamal raised Palestine flag and those Barca fans burned and ripped his shirt. Absolute hypocrisy. I saw that video where he was raising the flag. For me, like I said, my country alone has a lot going on there. That's why when it comes to politics in general, I don't even like to talk about it, because the more I talk about it, the more annoying it gets. So that's why I don't even like to talk about politics on my channel. Ahmed says, I was going to predict 1-1, but I said 2-1, bro. I'm dumb as hell. Canada should have won this game. For them to concede early on in the game, that was a very, very big mistake from them. Very big mistake. It was a very, very big mistake from the Canadian team. Mehmet says, Bosnia disappoints. The draw is even a good result for Bosnia. I'm not going to lie. I expected Canada to win, but Canada fumbled. They didn't win the game. Mehmet says they need to return home as soon as possible. But man, Bafana's bad performance is still haunting me. Are you from South Africa? That performance was very bad. And I said this, they were very lucky with the whole misses, the chances that the Mexicans missed. If not for the chances they missed, it would have been like 4-0, 5-0 yesterday. But Mexico were just missing chances. They were very lucky. Honestly, they were very, very lucky. Very lucky. Mariam says, "Don't talk to me again. Thanks for ignoring the story." You can tell me a story, Mariam. I am short of stories, so you can do me the honors of telling me the story, Mariam. Guys, let's get the likes up. I'll be coming live. I'll be going live tomorrow morning for our daily morning show, and we also have Brazil playing against Morocco tomorrow. I think that will be 11 p.m. UK time. We also have Qatar playing against Switzerland. I'll try to see if I'll do that watch along with the with the Brazil game against Morocco. So it's gonna be an interesting couple of watch alongs tomorrow. Enjoy the rest of your evening, afternoon, or morning, wherever you are, because the time zone in different countries are different. So enjoy the rest of your night and your day, guys. I will see you all tomorrow morning. Take care. And for those who are new to the channel, don't forget to like and subscribe to Noble's View. Take care.